All right, what's up, you guys? Tonight I have a warning for you. I have an actual fucking warning. This is not like a, oh, Travis is about to talk kind of video, like about this, like usual. This is like an actual warning that I want all you guys to like take into account. So if you resonate with this content already, most likely you're already on an upward projection. May not seem like it sometimes. You might, be like thinking that you're just kind of going like this, flatlining, but because you're not seeing like direct results, like direct deposit to your bank account or quick muscle on your arms. But trust me, you're making progress. If you're applying the things that I tell you, early wake up time, staying sober, staying away from vices, keeping positive habits, if you're doing all these things and like you're at least trying to make some money, you're putting time into a business each day consistently, trust me, you're going on a steady incline. Even if shit around you is not like in the physical real world coming in the form of actual tangible results. But I want to warn you guys that when you do hit your first bit of success, you got to be careful. Like, for real. It's going to happen. Just already accept that it's going to happen for you, because I promise you, again, if you resonate with this content and you're following the things that I always preach about, you are going in the right direction and something's going to hit eventually. You're going to start to see results very quickly. And when it happens, you guys, you're going to want to take a back step. You're going to want to like start to chill out with your diet. You're going to get tempted. You're going to have new opportunities. When I was going to Oklahoma State, I didn't have opportunities for shit. When I tell you guys, like, I got with like some fat chicks at Oklahoma State, not all were fat chicks, some were skinny and just kind of like a little ugly, and like some were like a little ugly and like, bro, like a little fat. Like, it's Oklahoma. I'm no offense but like, I'm just speaking facts here. I mean, Oklahoma statistically just has lower quality women. So like, that's who I was getting with, bro. Like, and like the very few select hot chicks that there were, it was like I wasn't the stud to be able to get them. So when you're not a stud and those things aren't like an option to you, it's like you kind of just like get what you get. But when you start to become a stud, you drop the drink, you drop the drugs, you're going to the gym consistently, you're eating right, your face starts to clear up. Like, you guys look through my Black and Dillo page, scroll like to the bottom or one of my videos that I have, and see how bad my acne used to be as a result of eating like shit, fast food, not tracking my macros, and doing drugs and shit. My face got so fucking bad. And okay, part of it, yes, I used Accutane. But the other part of it too was just the positive habits. Like, my face fucking like glued the fuck up. And it's always just looking amazing because I feed my body only whole foods, like for the past 3 years. But before that, it was all over the place, bro. So like, when you level yourself up physically, you look better. Anyone can tell from a mile away without even getting close to you, okay, that guy looks better than what he used to look like. When you start to become more mentally resilient and build tougher skin and become more of a savage overall because of following the diet, following the workouts, and putting yourself through all these business tasks every single day, you start to build a person who has a different frequency. Like, when you walk into a room, someone could be faced the opposite way and they can like feel your presence come in through the back side door. I'm not saying I'm there yet at all. Not even fucking close. Not even like at the point where that even happens. That's a very extreme example, and that's what happens when you put decades in. But what I am saying is that it's a very noticeable difference to your average 20-year-old fucking frat guy at Lambda Chi Alpha Cheeseburger compared to me, someone who's been off the drugs for fucking multiple years. I've slipped with alcohol within the past 2.5 years a handful of times, where it used to be a handful of times every week. Like, bro, like within like the past 2.5 years now, 2.5 years, I've only drank maybe like 5 to 8 or 9 times. Like, there was one just stretch in Miami that just was fucked, guys. That was just fucked. But I've gone sober for like 10 months in a row, literally 10 months, and then fucking slip in Miami, and now we're at over 6 months again. And now I'm not drinking a single goddamn drop in all of 2025. I had to go through those lessons. I had to fail. But okay, here's the point. Having all these habits and shit builds you in comparison to someone who is like in a frat, who's like 20 years old, we were born on the same day, we have the same birthday. I am going to have a different vibrational frequency when you stand next to me in a room in comparison to this guy who has done no work on himself, has no mental resiliency, and just constantly chases comfort. And that chick's gonna be more drawn to me. Guaranteed. Like, guaranteed. Every time. I've had this happen before. Like, in Miami, like, I remember just before we went on a yacht one time, we were spending $30,000. Not me personally, but the group that I was with. Like, I'm good at networking. I know people. The group, now I'm not gonna say I didn't pitch shit. The group got a yacht for $30,000 for 8 hours. $30,000. And the girls all met at like the Airbnb, and of course, like, they were all hot. Like, 2 actually pulled up and like they got like kicked out, which was like honestly sad to see. They had to like take an Uber home as we all got picked up in these Escalades. But I walked in and like one chick in particularly like saw me, and like, and if she's watching this video, that's fucking hilarious. But like, we went on the yacht and everything. I didn't think much of it. Obviously, I noticed her because she was the hottest girl that was there. But we went on the yacht, whatever. And then eventually we end up like being alone in the hot tub on the front part of the yacht, and like I got with her. And like the whole time, like as we were talking before that happened, she was basically saying like, I walked into the room, she saw me, and she was like, yeah, like I want that guy. Now there's other good looking guys around, but like what stood out about me was the fact that I had that vibrational frequency that other kids that might have just made a lot of money off crypto, other kids that haven't put themselves through as much suffering as I have, they don't have that same vibrational frequency. So those are the 2 things we're at right now. Physically looking better and having a higher vibrational frequency that you achieve through suffering. Third thing is, honestly, a little bit of a monetary form of result. Now, I've had highs, I've had downs, I've had highs, I've had downs, but overall, within the past year, from 19 to 20 years old, I've made over 6 figures. Say what you want, I did it. Now, I'm honestly losing the fucking connection of all the shit that I was like wrapping this up through. Holy shit. What the fuck? This never happens. Wow. Holy shit, you guys. I'm having like a massive, totally forgot where the fuck I was connecting all these things. I just went off topic so many times. That's a bitch. Fuck, how did I start off this bitch? Oh, it's a warning. It's a warning. Why is this a warning? It's a warning because you gotta remember. Okay, so yeah, all right. It's all come back together now. Okay, so we've got the physical part, we've got the frequency part, and then you have the financial part. You start to win in all these 3 areas, but you start to have too much success, opportunities start to open, you start getting invited, like, hey, Travis, like, you're winning so hard at this point, like winning so hard, at a point you were never winning at before. Like, I was up here, I was in Oklahoma State University frat house. 2 years later, I'm like the fucking man in Miami, and all of a sudden opportunities open up for you to slip up on your non-negotiable habits. Travis, we're gonna go to live and spend $70,000 fucking dollars in one night. $70,000. Now, I went to live when that was offered to me, and I still didn't even break, bro. That first time that I was invited, I was fuck. I wanted to drink so bad, bro. These bottle service girls were coming out they had the signs and everything, like young and rich, like band for band. It was right when Lil Baby dropped Band for Band. These bottle service girls were like coming straight up to me, like in the craziest fucking outfits you can imagine. They were, pouring up Clase Azul, Ace of Spades, and they were passing them to me. I was right at the table. There's 2 tables in Live. We had the right one. There was a left one also rented out. confetti coming out, like gold confetti dropping through the air, like band for band playing, like sped up fast version, like all these hot bottle service girls, all these hot girls behind me and around me in Live, the biggest club in Miami, on a Sunday, the best day to go. And like all these shots are getting handed to me. I'm like literally just like holding them in my hand, someone who's been sober for 10 months and wants to hit it so bad. And I'm passing them to people behind me. I'm like, take one, take one, take one, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I stayed strong that one night. And then I didn't even go to bed, bro. From Miami, I drove back to Fort Lauderdale, dropped George off, picked my Colombian girlfriend up that I was seeing at the time at her house in Fort Lauderdale. We drove back to Miami and hit our regular gym session because we would do that every morning. We'd hit Boxer. And then I drove back. I didn't even sleep. And then George and I hit a seawall. I didn't sleep at all, bro. So the whole point was that like I stayed fucking true to my habits even though I was tested like a motherfucker. But then I cracked the next day, bro. I cracked the next day. You know, they were like, hey, we're going to go out again. It's going to be crazy this time. We're going to Mr. Jones's, or whatever the fuck that club in Miami's called. We're doing the same thing. They dropped $50K this time. And I've just fucking cracked, bro. I drank. And the thing is that it's pretty damn easy to not crack on shit like that when it's like your old fucking buddies from high school saying, hey, Travis, let's go hit up the old bar, dude. Like, we can go hit up the Blue Dolphin in Dana Point. I don't want to go to the fucking Blue Dolphin in Dana Point and play pool, bro. I wouldn't want to do that. I didn't even want to do that much back then. It's not much of a fucking hard thing to say no to. Like, fuck you guys. No, I'm not doing that shit. But hey, Travis, we're going to go spend almost $100,000 at the best club in Miami with all these chicks, and like, it's like, we have a table and all this and all that. Okay, well now you're changing from something that's like the Blue Dolphin hometown bar. Anyone can go and do that. The fucking homeless man off the street could do that if you got like a $20 bill that day. But no one can do the like the top 0.0001% of people can go through and experience like being at the best club in Miami and dropping $100K in a single night and partying like crazy. So it's like, as you start to level up your character, you're going to be introduced to opportunities that are of a higher degree, that are going to test the non-negotiables that you built over the years. And now it's going to be up to you whether or not you say yes or no to them. And that's just going to be the hardest part, bro. Like, you're going to start winning, and then you're going to be tempted to go back. You're going to feel, you want to like kick up your feet, bro. You're going to be thinking like, but I've been so good over the past 6 months, the past year. I put in all this fucking work, and you're going to step backwards, bro. And when you step backwards, bro, that might just be the one step back that leads you to just losing your balance and going off a fucking cliff. And then before you know it, you're in this downward spiral to where you're way worse off than when you even fucking started, because you tasted what it was like to be at this higher level, and now you're back down. Like, that's almost worse than having never gotten there in the first place. That's how it works, bro. So be prepared. You start to win, you're gonna get tempted again. And because you're a higher level individual, you're of a higher worth, you're going to get invited into higher worth situations that are gonna contradict against the values that you've built up along the way. Oh, Travis, just take all this time off work, bro. We're gonna go and vacation here. Travis, just, have these drinks, bro. Like, Travis, like, you're still on that diet, bro. Dude, like, come on. It's just one meal. Like, fuck that. Remember the habits that got you to where you're at, bro. Don't give up on them, bro. Don't fucking turn your back on them. Once you've made it, bro, you've got way more to go. Way fucking more. The level that you think you got to ain't shit, bro. I haven't done shit. A six figures isn't shit, bro. There's people out there who make millions a day, and I was barely able to scratch 6 figures like over the course of a year. Bro, that's nothing. I don't even have anything to be fucking proud of at all. There's still so much work to do. So I don't know why the fuck I think I can like just take back steps at that level. Where I really want to go is like the millions a day. I'm taking back steps at like reaching my first 100 grand within the span of a year. Like, what is that, bro? So that's the warning, guys. The warning is that if you're resonating with this content, you're going to eventually start to elevate. You might not see results happen immediately, but you're going to elevate, and eventually those results will come. You're going to be introduced to new situations and new environments that are going to contradict against the things that we talk about on this channel. You're going to get offered drugs. You're going to get offered the booze. You're going to get offered the weed. You're going to get offered to go off your diet, take time off work, vacation a bunch, all this bullshit, all this instant gratification bullshit. Like, women are going to come in. Dude, the devil comes in many forms, but you got to stick to the habits that got you to where you're at. Don't crash out. I've done it before. Listen and learn from my mistakes. Someone that used to just preach sobriety got tempted with a situation like that at the club where the motherfuckers are dropping 70K, and I cracked, bro. It was a test from God. You know where I could have been at if I said no that first night like I did, and then I continued off through the entire week and continued to say no? You know where I could have been at, bro? I'm sure God would have rewarded me like crazy, but I failed this test. But I failed it for a reason, to be able to help you guys, and hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes. So that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with. It's a warning. You're on an upward ascent, and eventually you're gonna reach a point to where you're gonna get tested, and I just don't want you guys to forget the habits that took you to that point that you're at now. Love you guys. Keep following, keep watching for more content. I know today was a little bit of a longer video, but I had to get that message out. And then I forgot what I was fucking preaching halfway through because I'm so fried. I got a sick ass sale today, guys. Let me just end the video with that. Life insurance sale today. I had a dude that I was calling, his name was like Vaughn Spears. And I'm like, hey, Mr. Vaughn? And the motherfucker's like, Mon? Hey, Mon? What are you talking about? And I'm like, no, like not hey, Mon. The guy was like trying to sound like I was like Jamaican or some shit. I'm looking for a Mr. Spears. He's like, oh, my name's Jim. That's completely wrong. You got the wrong number. And as he's like, have a good day. And I'm like, wait. And I kept him on the phone. And I'm like, it shows, this was put in for mortgage protection. Like, you don't happen to have a mortgage, do you? And he opened up, and I actually sold him and closed a $2,085 deal off of someone that was completely uninterested. Sickest shit ever. But that was after doing $544 dials in one day. I do the most out of my agency, me. And that happened at the very end of the night. God blesses those who work hard, and the lucky guys are always the ones that are putting in the work. So I know it's a long video. I love you guys. Peace out. Check me out again on Monday when the new video drops, and follow me on Instagram, Black and Dello, for everyday reels, more content. Shoot me a DM too if you need any help with anything. I'll answer every DM. Peace out. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Peace out.